Squarespace for sponsoring this video.
So a lot has happened in the world of Sorelle in the last month that I haven't seen you guys, so buckle in because there's a lot to catch up on. I've been surrounded by many animals, as usual. We smoked some meat using our trusty American oak and trialling a new rub. Results? Gorgeous. Since we love smoking so much, we upgraded from a $70 smoker to this much more durable bad boy, big win. The mower I broke last time was really bad, so it needed professional help. The grass got really long. The mower came back fixed and I mowed a lot of lawns. Satisfying.
I ran out of fuel.
Luckily, I ran out not too far from the house, rather than on the other side of the 110-acre property. One of the best revelations, though.
Monumental moment. No. Yes. Yes. He's not dead. Buddy, I've missed you. Yes. I didn't kill him. Vincent didn't eat him. You need a little shower because you're dirty. Your water, nobody panic. Yeah. He loves it. Someone said to use my hands to move them. I'm sorry. You guys are braver than me. He's gonna pee on me for sure. He peed, not on me. Buddy's back, everybody. Buddy's back.
The garage is still filled with crap during the renovations. Realized everyone in my town socializes through surfing, so now I really need to become a surfer and push all my excuses to the side. So here I am in another attempt, sucking, but that's alright. Okay, so there has been a lot, so let's slow down a little bit. Good morning! This is a really exciting part of this entire off-grid chapter, renovating this structure, which as you can see is absolutely enormous, into something a little bit more livable. Now, as you know, living off-grid and having so much land, 110 acres, there's a lot of projects in the works. So this won't be the final residency at all, but the structure came with the property. So just want to make use of it. We found, very exciting, some extra doors. So we're going to have more glass doors on this side in order to bring nature into the inside because it's very closed off. Progress is underway, very excited. The way that the insulation has been done is we have done it with metal to avoid as much timber use as possible because A, it is a shed, so it's going to move, expand and contract as the sun heats the space up. And also to prevent any moisture, mold, anything like that, termites, steel is definitely the best way to go. And the cost equals out almost the exact same thing. The steps right now are to remove absolutely everything from this shed in order to be able to frame out, plaster, as well as grind back this cement and seal it up because it's currently unsealed. The structure itself, freaking great. And I know I had some debate whether or not to knock it down or not because I just wasn't sure if maybe this would be the spot for the dream residency that is going to pop up, but we found some other alternatives. But as you can see, the structure was never completed. So it's kind of sitting in a very awkward little stage. They are so wonky, these pipes, which I suppose was going to be a bathroom one day. There will be no bathroom in here. Just going to grind it back and fill it up with cement because we don't even know where these pipes lead. Pretty crazy to think that this is the very last time that we have ever lived in the very ghetto stage of this build. And until then, I just rejoice in how much space there is. It's nice because there are so many chapters in people's lives, right? And that one that existed is gone. It'll never be repeated. And to be frank, I'm ready for it to move on. Surprisingly, Turtle's going to fit a majority of like the doonas and the clothes that we have for two people, and there's still a sleeping spot because we need to have somewhere to sleep. So I'm just very, very, very grateful for Turtle right now. But it is going to be something to look back on one day and be like, remember that time. Remember that time. So here we are using some packers in order to level out the ceiling because there are no metal posts in the shed and therefore it's a little bit wonky. So just having to level it out so that plasterboard comes together smoothly. I tell you what, it is such a joy and pleasure having a place where electricity is working and it's not dusty or there's no construction happening. And a nice couch, like cozy, comfy couch. Also, you know what is kind of funny, but not funny? For the last 6 years, I have been living in construction zones. I'm not even a renovation channel. I think I should have made it a renovation channel. Grateful. Still crazy. Look at what's staring at me. Play me, please. I guess this is a little strange to be showing this, but I had a revelation the other day that A lot of my stuff in my office I just transported from Iceland, and a lot of it I don't resonate with anymore, so I just want to cull and free up the space so I can start moving on with my new existence. But secondly, with my YouTube plaque and also the books that I've written, my Advanced Selfie book, I feel like I was using it as a crutch, and it was almost pulling me back into my old life instead of letting me to discover new identities and pursue new things that might not even be related to my career. So it just felt like I was trapping myself in my own existence, so I decided to pack everything out of sight so I can just be me without any prior qualifications. Rise and shine. While I am cozy asleep in my van, my partner, yep, he is actually insulating by himself, putting all the insulation earth wool onto the ceiling. So this renovation has been taking quite a long time, and there's been a few setbacks, so we got a friend to help us out and just go full steam ahead on transforming the shed into a livable space, because winter is coming and this is quite concerning. We want to make sure that we are ready for winter. And also, this door was actually put in wrong, so they had to remove it and put it back in correctly. Whoever built this shed initially, it was definitely a DIY job. Between all the chaos of life, definitely making my way to the beach and being greeted by this beautiful rainbow. How perfect is it? Been away for a few days. Let's see. Buddy! He's done this twice now. You're not okay, are you? Hang on!
Was that really scary?
Okay, I found these windows. I got 2 windows, piled it into turtle. And this one, we just needed 2 extra windows, and I happened to find 2 of them yesterday. Let me show you some progress that's happening inside. No update. It's been like this for a couple of weeks. The only thing that's happening right now is we're building acoustic panels for the office. It's just acoustic insulation, a bit of wood, and then material wrapped around it. But in country style, they ran out of fabric at the fabric store, so I have to wait until it arrives. And this is the crux of the entire problem that we've been having on this entire build.
It's so ugly.
It does look better.
It still looks dirty as fuck.
Dirty as fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's beige.
Yeah. So yeah, this place is country. We rock up, we think, okay, next stage of the build, let's go get some materials. And they're like, oh no, sorry, you have to order it. Or we don't do it over here. You have to drive 2 hours to get that material. So we've come to a bottleneck where it's become frustrating. So then our friend down the road, we called him and we're like, hey, do you have any words of advice? Because we're struggling with this build. And he said, I got to the exact same point that you guys got to, and I had to reach out for help from a local builder. And it was a little bit more expensive per hour, but they just knew how to make everything work. They knew how to order at the right time. So that's what we have decided to do. So I believe we have hired a builder that's going to see the entire thing through from the start to the finish, including building the sauna, including building the dock on the dam, like the entire thing. That means that we can go traveling.
There's so much progress already. It's like 30 minutes later. They're so fast. Day 1 with the build is complete. Let's see.
There's a giant, oh my God.
It's just holes.
I'm way too dramatic. The builders came back very shortly and finished up the job, and hello, hi, my name is Sorelle, and this is the very first time I'm ever walking through this section of the house. This hasn't existed before. This was a wall and it had a little window. Brand new. The exact same thing is going to happen on this side. I'm so excited about this moment in my life. I lost my microphone, so let's hope this works. There is no more cooking inside at all. There's no facilities whatsoever. It doesn't matter. Kitchen. I used to have this idea that I was a really good cook, and then I realized that no, I'm not. I cook for nutrition, and I like to do very, very simple meals that don't require a lot of time or effort, and they're often not very beautiful, but gosh, they are definitely delicious. Bon appetit. So I ended up going an hour away and picking up some fabric instead of waiting an extra week for the material to arrive so that we could finish the rest of the acoustic panels for the office. And yeah, got it done very, very swiftly in time to see if it makes a massive change in the office. Verdict? Yes, it makes a massive difference. I've also taken the time to make a few upgrades, not only based off this comment, but that comment definitely inspired a bit of a transformation for a space that I adore, but I haven't put too much love or care into lately. In 2 days, they managed to change the shed from looking like a shed to what I can start seeing as a beautiful home. But this whole side will be open. There's going to be a servery window just in the middle there. So there's going to be glass all on this side. When I first saw it, I was just sitting there and I was looking at Mama just outside the window. And then I looked across at the dam and there was another wallaby, just realizing how important it is to bring the outside in. I'm not sure if I fully realized that I was a little bit jaded and a little bit confused whether or not this was a good idea or not. It's been pretty dire. Finally, it's starting to look like something on this land, and it's finally the first time that I can clearly see it being not even that far away of a vision. It's happening. I've never seen this view from the inside. You're looking at the view through a picture frame now. It's freaking breathtaking. Are you kidding? This is where I live? I'm absolutely not in the bush anymore. I'm here to see some friends and also to pick up a few goodies that are going to help with the renovation of the property. I found the servery window of my dreams. Okay, there's a quick backstory as well I have to tell you guys. So I ran into my friends Sam and Soph that I haven't seen for a very long time, very randomly, and we traveled together in a troopy for about a month together. They are currently staying for a very short period of time across the road from a secondhand windows and doors place, and they have a little warehouse that they are in. I thought I might be able to put the window inside the van. It was way too big. So now we're going to try something different. So Sam and Soph were actually away. So I went back and I waited for Sam and Soph, but I happened to come out and I noticed that there was someone in the warehouse. And I was like, hello, I'm just here to try to figure out how to get my window back. And he was like, no problem. Mickey happens to watch my YouTube videos, which is hilarious. He is the nicest and funniest guy. This guy is actually the best. I've never met him. He's the kindest. He has watched my videos, so hello if you're watching. He's just come up with easier solutions to make this window work and put it on the roof racks and take the glass out. We racked our brains this morning trying to figure out how to do it, and it's so easy for him. He's an engineer. We had a blast. He just dropped everything and he helped me to put this window onto my roof and disassemble it. It was so smooth and so easy. I was ready to muscle up this window. I didn't know how else to do it, but he was like, hello, hoist. So we got the hoist involved and it was just such a fun process. And to have someone so kind and patient with me, because I really don't know what I'm doing 99% of the time and I'm always just trying to work it out. But he was like, you've got this. And he taught me how to do things and he was guiding me through it and he was just so loving and patient. So Mickey, you are an absolute legend and I can't wait to come back for the cup of tea and return the straps that you lent me. So thank you. Thank you, Mickey. I'll see you. Have a good night. Enjoy. See you. Bye. Frankly, I would consider that nothing short of a miracle. Meeting a fellow human being that is just so kind and loving and just dropped everything to help. I am so grateful. The big dilemma that I had and I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, solved. Now let's just hope that it all goes well. 100% can confirm that I can feel the weight of the window in the car. I am so glad that I didn't drive all the way down, then all the way back up, and then all the way down again I thought about bringing the ute up to try to get the window because I didn't know what the best solution was. This is way better because petrol prices are $3 a litre right now, so I think I just saved a ridiculous amount of money just because of Mickey. This is great. This is great. Long drive ahead. Let's go. Good morning. So I slept here last night. It's an hour away from home, but I just really needed to pull over because it was midnight and I couldn't drive anymore. Big day. Anyway, my 1 week away to do some courses and see my friends ended up with me buying 2 sinks and a bifold window for the kitchen. First sink I bought on a whim just before they were closing, so it was a panic buy. I listed it on Facebook Marketplace 2 hours after I bought it because I realized it's way too big for the kitchen. And then the second sink I found on Facebook Marketplace and I really, really loved it. And I'm very happy with that and of course, the beautiful bifold window. But now, there's nothing stopping the builders from finishing the entire interior of the house. We have absolutely everything we need. So that is very exciting. So the window is off the top. As you can see, the builders easy peasy, they took it off and they now have everything that they need in order to transform the shed inside, which is very exciting. I had to swing by very quickly to drop off the window and pick something up. This mystery package. And this is the reason why I am now going away for a little while, reunited with one of my best friends. So tune in what on earth this is all about for the next episode.
Ad time, Wes Anderson style. Let's talk about building things, not sheds, not fences, websites. Squarespace is a magnificent tool for business owners and artists like myself to create a beautiful online presence that actually gets results. Squarespace has a thing called design intelligence, combining 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology to unlock your strongest creative potential. Design intelligence empowers anyone to build a beautiful, more personalized website tailored to their unique needs and craft a bespoke digital identity to use across one's entire online presence. It's so fun and easy to use, which, if you've ever tried to design a website from scratch, you'll know this is no small miracle. Squarespace Payments is the easiest way to manage your payments in one place. With Squarespace, onboarding is fast and simple. Get started with just a few clicks and start receiving payments right away. Plus, give your customers more ways to pay with popular methods like these ones. There's a lot. Sell content. Squarespace makes it easy to sell access to content on your website like online courses, blogs, videos, and memberships. Add recurring revenue by gating your content behind the paywall. Simply set the price and choose whether to charge a one-time fee or a subscription for access. Basically, if you're building something creative, weird, symmetrical, unhinged, Squarespace makes the digital side feel calm, and I respect that. Go to squarespace.com to check it out, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Sorelle to get 10% off your first website or domain.